live broadcast. Since I've already learned about Facebook Live and Periscope, I'm trying to see if I can do it also from the laptop, which is on my table, if you will. So it's not really even a desktop either. A little bit about what I do, in case not everyone knows. I write a blog called Bold Betas. It's about teaching guys with low confidence and low self-esteem, which was done in no small part to having endured bullying in earlier life, how to gain some of that confidence, how to fulfill some of that potential and become the men we were all meant to be. Without giving away the entire formula in this one hangout, it's about being bold and bulletproof. From the outside, you become bulletproof by basically erecting a theoretical and ephemeral suit of armor around yourselves. So none of these digs and wise-ass comments and Alf-hole jerk-off insults are going to have any effect on you. You're going to become thick-skinned, so to speak. And also from the inside, you're going to become bold. That means instead of hiding behind, instead of saying, oh, I'm not getting involved. Don't get me wrong, there are times when it's actually pretty smart to play safe, but other times when you actually have a clear chance of getting what you want by being a lot more confident, you could just punch it right in, pull the trigger, and just take it when you're bold. It's also dependent on the 4 pillars. I exist, I matter, I belong, I deserve. That's like a mantra. That's what I like everybody to repeat every morning, every evening. The way religious Jews repeat the Shema, the way Christians repeat the Lord's Prayer, and the way Muslims recite the Shahada. I have to be politically correct. Not really, but I choose to be. That's the kind of thing you use. You know what I'm saying? As I get a little more used to this tech-savvy thing, and I get past the trial membership on my encoder, which will enable me to do a little more, you're going to be seeing a few more of my live broadcasts. And without being conceited, hopefully I might be making a name for myself. Actually, let me play around with this thing. Oh, look, I've been mute the whole time. How frustrating. Means I'll just have to repeat what I was already saying. See what happens? You make mistakes and you learn from them. That's cool. I am the host of a blogger called Bold Betas, also known as the 4 Pillars. The reason for my blog is because I want to encourage all the young men and boys out there who have low self-esteem, low confidence, think of themselves as less than, and really don't think that there's anything out there they could do to be halfway decent, due in no small part due to the bullying they've had to endure from these nefarious individuals with no morals to speak of. Hopefully, what I have to say in the written blog and these videos will set them on the right path. It means you got to be bold and bulletproof. Bulletproof meaning you're going to be erecting an extra imaginary suit of armor around yourself and also around your heart, the tenderest part of you that there is, so that way none of these disses, digs, slams, or Alf-hole invented comments can hurt you. Oh, they're still going to say them. There's no way to stop an Alf-hole from being an Alf-hole. But even if they do say them, that doesn't mean it should stunt your growth. That doesn't mean it should lessen your lifespan. That doesn't mean that they're friggin' right either. Let me tell you something. Once you get that wrapped around yourself, I think about 50% of the effects of bullying have been reduced. It's just talking. They're not geniuses. They're not world changers. They're just experts at going bap, 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 bap. And bap, 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 bap is not the antidote to you. Okay? It's easy to overcome. We're going to get through that together. Trust me. And part of that is by adopting the 4 pillars as your life plan. I exist, I matter, I belong, I deserve. The goal is, until you really feel that you truly believe it and it doesn't need to be said anymore, I would recommend that you repeat it to yourself every morning when you wake up and every evening when you go to sleep. the way religious Jews repeat the Shema, the way Christians repeat the Lord's Prayer, the way Muslims repeat the Shahada. I don't have to be politically correct, but I felt like that was a halfway decent analogy, so here you go. If you can start from the beginning, just with the messages you give yourself, with the beliefs you have about yourself, just the way you look at yourself in general, already you're going to have a head start over these people who try to put you down. And yes, from time to time, I'm going to be giving them names that they won't like. The one I happen to like the most is Alf Holes. Let's not beat around the bush. It may not be every single one of them, but there's a whole chunk of alpha males out there who behave like major league assholes. They think part of being confident and complete as a man is shutting down somebody else. They think it's okay to damn somebody with faint praise. They think it's okay to shove someone in a locker. They think that physical violence is okay whether or not the rest of the world deems it necessary because they're in charge and they can do whatever the fuck they want because I kick your ass. No, I really don't respect guys who act that way. And neither should you. But even though I take digs at them, number one, if they're so thick-skinned and so tough, they shouldn't be getting offended, should they? They should be following their own judgments, shouldn't they? The way they tell us to get over it, let's see them get over this. And number two, I'm not telling you should hate them. I'm not saying you should firebomb a team bus. I'm not saying you should picket sporting events. No, nothing like that. That's stupid to their level, and we are better than that. What I'm preaching here, without really preaching, just for lack of a better word, I'm talking about emotional maturity. That is the edge that we have over them, and we are going to maximize that strength the best we can while lessening, if not eliminating, the effects of bullying. I hope you'll join me, and I hope that I've attracted a little bit of attention through this first live video of mine, and we'll see what we can do in the future. For now, I got to get back to the written blog. See ya.